Hey YouTubers, Christopher Wanamaker here doing a updated version of my Thanksgiving dinner meal, garlic butter honey glazed turkey. That's pretty much the basic version. Mine's going to be a little bit modified this time. This is a couple days after Thanksgiving. We had plans with family members. We're trying to coordinate everything, but unfortunately everything fell through. So instead, I am just going to be the one that cooks up, the turkey and all of the side trimmings, for just me and my mom, and then we'll have a bunch of leftovers and stuff. So first thing I'm going to do is just go over what are we going to be doing for sides and desserts, and talk about some unique dressings and drinks and all that kind of stuff. So you're aware of a few things, and then I'll be going over what are we doing for an actual turkey as well. Pretty much going through it, we're going to do a homemade salad, just get a thing of lettuce, and then we're going to, tear it apart, lettuce leaves, and put it on the plate. We're going to add some garlic and butter croutons. We're going to add some bacon bits. We're going to shred up some Kobe Jack cheese. We'll have choices of either Hidden Valley the original ranch dressing. We got a big bottle of that. Or if sometimes my mom, instead of ranch dressing, she wants a vinaigrette. So there's this place, known as Hillside Orchard Farms. This is a blackberry cider, 64-ounce glass jug from there. And then this is also a thing of Hillside Orchard Farms, which is out of Atlanta, Georgia, and you can find it online. And this is blackberry salsa. So it's a very unique place. Everything is pretty much super dirt cheap. I think this is like 12, 13 bucks for a 64-ounce glass jug of different flavored ciders. They have peach, apple, strawberry, old-fashioned cherry. They have blueberry, blackberry. They have an apple cherry mixture one. You can get like normal wine glass, size bottles. Very similar to that right there. So that was a wine bottle. Now I use it to make ice cold water at all times. And so, and then, pretty much what I do is after this is completely empty, I clean it out really, really well. And then I fill it with scalding hot water and use this for backup emergency water supply instead of using like milk jugs and stuff and all that. So yeah, they have different flavors, salsas, dressings. This is from Hillside Orchard Farm, peachy peach vinaigrette. They had just a peach one as well. They had raspberry peach vinaigrette. They had strawberry vinaigrette. It's this one right here, strawberry dressing vinaigrette. Blueberry, blackberry. They've got rubs. They've got salsas, all different. They've got loaves of bread, peach bread, apple bread, strawberry bread. They got fritters. They've got different flavored barbecue sauces, vinaigrettes, I think some olive oils as well, meat seasonings. So Hillside Orchard Farms from Atlanta, Georgia. Look them up online. Everything is super dirt cheap. Depending how far away you are from Georgia, the shipping is what will cost you, especially for like me, Pacific Northwest. 13-ounce jug, there's like 60, 80 bucks in shipping. So I order things in bulk. I load up my online grocery cart, and then to make the 60 to maybe even all the way up to $100 worth of stuff worth it. But almost everything is super dirt cheap. So something to look into and all that. But yeah, so we're going to have the option of, we're going to have a homemade salad, ranch dressing with like croutons, bacon bits, and shredded cheese, or different vinaigrettes that we have on hand. My mother, here in a little while, might actually create some deviled eggs, and then I have smoked paprika ready to go for the deviled eggs. We may or may not have that. We'll decide that here soon. And then we're going to do the Grand's flaky layered butter tasting biscuits. So we're going to cook those up. I know old-fashioned people do the whole, make, like mashed potatoes from scratch, and all that kind of stuff. You can do it that way, of course, but I discovered Idaho instant mashed potatoes. It's pretty much 2 cups for 1 pack, 2 cups of water. Boil it, get it boiling. Add this, slowly stir it in, and all that, and then add a little bit more extra butter or cheese or whatever else, or even bacon bits or actual bacon that you've cooked up and cut up and everything. And they have different, multiple different flavors, like 10, 12 different flavors. This is 4 cheese instant mashed potatoes, and it pretty much tastes just as good as real mashed potatoes, straight from boiled potatoes. So we're gonna do that. To drink, we're gonna have we chose blackberry cider. It's already been chilled. Put it in the fridge last night. So we're gonna do blackberry cider. If we want to make it a little bit of an adult beverage, then I'm going to fill this like liquor glass with 80-90% of the cider, and then might add 1 or 2 shots worth of either Crown Royal or maybe some kind of brandy or something. So, and then for dessert, we're going to a pumpkin pie from a local bakery in the center. This is from Sadie and Josie's Bakery. Shout out to them. They, old school fashioned bakery, and tons of different, fudges and cookies and donuts and fritters and breads and cream pies and cakes and normal pies and all that kind of stuff. So they have a lot of high quality stuff at that bakery. And then of course we're gonna, just smother the pumpkin pie in a thing of Cool Whip. So that's pretty much all of our sides or desserts as well that we're going to have with our main turkey meal. Now let me switch it over to the other side, the other counter, to show the turkey and stuff itself, what we're going to do. Then I'll stop the video, and then I'll start it up again once we get ready to the turkey is ready to go. It's in the oven, in my New Wave oven, and we're going to get cooking on it. All right, 1 second. Alright, so I've already pretty much pre-prepped everything, and so what you see here is a little over 14-pound butterball turkey. We are going to, I'm going to take it out of the package, put it on the cutting board, get all the guts and stuff out of it. It's already been thawed for a couple of days, so ready to tear it out of the package and get it all set up, get all the guts out, and then I don't do normal stuffing. I am a bit of a creative cook, and so I've come up with my own creative recipes, and I made little modifications over the last several years, and it turns out incredibly well. So what I'm going to be doing, even though it's a butter ball, so already pretty much pre-buttered, I got more things of Dairy Gold natural unsalted butter. I'm gonna loosen up the skin from the meat. This is a Gordon Ramsay technique. And pretty much, so I'm going to loosen up, very, very gently loosen up the skin, and then be able to take, more butter, and then put the butter in between the actual meat and skin without breaking the skin. And then instead of normal stuffing, I've come up with my own. It's going to be a little bit modified from what I used to do this time around, trying something a little different. And what it normally is just either 1 bell pepper and diced up green onions, mixed with either like chopped up walnuts, and that's about it, or multiple different colored bell peppers, green onions, maybe walnuts, and I got also sliced almonds this time around, so more than one kind of nut. And this time I added a little bit of diced up normal onion as well. So we're going to take a mixture of both of these, we're going to put it all together, and then we're going to grab and stuff that in there. And then what we're going to be using for a baste is the thing of butter that I'm going to melt in a little salsa bowl with 2 cloves of garlic, as you can see here. Oops, I'll get that here in a minute. 2 cloves of garlic. We're going to mix that in with the melted butter. We're going to add some island seasoning, Hawaiian smoke. which is you can find on Amazon. It's kind of hard to find. There's 3 different types. Here is there's an original with a green cap. It is a little bland in my opinion, not the greatest. The black cap is my favorite, Island Seasoning Hawaiian Smoke. It's a Hawaiian smoked meat seasoning from the Macadamia Nut Farm in Oahu, Hawaii. And it's one of my favorites. I bought like 30 bottles of it before I left Hawaii for my duty station to go to Fort Carson, Colorado and Colorado Springs in December of 2013. I loved it so much. I bought 30 of these bottles. This is the 30th bottle. I'm like, 1/3 empty out of the 30th bottle. So I went online, I bought 8 additional bottles, and then I discovered that they have a new type they came out with a couple years ago. The red one, which is hard to get, is Island Seasoning Chili Pepper, which is almost just like the Island Seasoning Hawaiian Smoke, but it has a little bit of a chili pepper spice to it as well. So, but we're not going to use the spiced one. So, so I'm going to add this not only to the garlic butter. I'm also going to add honey to the so it's garlic honey butter. And with a little bit of Hawaiian smoked meat seasoning in there, mix it all up, baste the exterior every 15-20 minutes, and then I'm also going to just sprinkle a little extra Island Seasoning Hawaiian Smoke on the very top, and then something else I'm going to do is to add to the garlic honey butter with a little bit of Hawaiian Smoke. I'm going to add some sapling. This is a maple whiskey bourbon. They're between there's 3 different types: maple whiskey bourbon, and maple cinnamon whiskey. From the brand is Sapling. It's from a place in Vermont. If you go to blackbearwines.com, there's a spirited liquor store in I believe Connecticut that actually sell these and then ships it out. They're between the cinnamon one, used to be the more expensive one, now it's the cheaper one. It's right about $27, $28, and this is about the normal maple whiskey and maple bourbon whiskey one, which is this, is about $37, $38 for, I don't know how many fluid ounces this is, but normal bottle. So not only is this really good, it's super smooth straight up, but it's also good to use as like a base for turkey. I've done honey ham basting before, and I've also taken about a shot and a half worth, throw it in a frying pan with like thick bacon as well. It is super excellent. I have about 3 bottles of each currently. So it's one of my favorite. I'm not much of a liquor drinker or alcohol drinker. I don't really drink wines. I don't drink beer. And the only liquors I really like is Sapling, the different flavored Crown Royals, and Jaeger Bombers. So, but I more use this. It can be, if I have multiple bottles, and I do have a bit of a liquor wine collection I've from all my travels in the world, I use it for either just collecting, could sell it down the line. Some of them could be worth some money later on, or enjoyment when I have company, cooking, or bartering trade in a natural disaster situation, shit hits the fan situation. Extra alcohol could you could use it for trade, maybe even first aid. Someone's injured, and they maybe you can pour some on the wound depending on how strong the alcohol is, or you down it to help deal with the pain. So it can be used for a variety of things other than just drinking and for enjoyment. So I'm going to do melted butter, garlic, honey, Hawaiian smoked meat seasoning, and add a little bit of maple whiskey bourbon to the base. And then we're going to do all that up, pre-prep it, stuffing and all that, get it into the New Wave oven. I even have a probe thing. It's going to be cooked at 325 degrees Fahrenheit for as long as it takes. Normally, it would say it's like 3 to up to 5 hours of cooking in a normal oven. Well, a New Wave oven is not a normal oven. It does normal oven heat, a bit of like a Vornado fan. It spins the air and all that. The air is constantly rotating like a tornado, and then it also has IR heat, so it's cooking outside in and inside out at the same time. So on average, I finish about a 14-pound turkey. I have the extension band thing right here and all that to fully fit a turkey, and it takes right about 2.5 hours. So you're talking, you know, let's see, 120, 150 minutes on average, you know, 2.5 hour period for it to fully cook. Sometimes it's a little less, sometimes a little more. I, you know, open it, I hit pause and open it up every 15-20 minutes to do more basting, and then cover it back up, and then also the internal temperature, and this specific newer, it's like, you know, 3.0, 4.0 version of the New Wave oven has a probe that I can add to it, and so when the internal temperature is 180 degrees, it automatically, if you set up using the probe, it will automatically stop and shut everything off. The cooking will be over once it reaches internal temperature of 180 degrees. So love using the New Wave, way better. You know, normally you have a little grill thing off to the side that goes in the bottom. I just have to adjust it instead of 50% of it being on the grill bottom and 50% in the actual oven fan top portion. I switch it all over to just the top portion. So yeah, that's pretty much everything of what we're going to have for sides and drink and dessert, and then the main turkey itself. So I'm going to stop the video and start it back up when all of this is pretty much inside the turkey, and the turkey is in the New Wave oven, ready to start cooking, and then I'll start up another portion of the video. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stand by. All right, so continuation with everything. So I have the turkey ready to go. I stuck my fingers, you know, my hands and stuff in between where the meat and the skin is. I loosened it all up. What I did is I took 2 of these 4-ounce things of butter, little brick things, and I cut them up to like quarter thick size slices, and I went ahead and put them all over in the area where you could see them bulging out. So I just added extra butter. So, you know, if you're not using an actual like little cube thing, stick of butter, then pretty much the next thing would be, you know, Gordon Ramsay, you know, he takes, you know, you take butter, you mix chives, maybe even some crushed garlic or something, mix it all up, and then you have like a little balls, and you can put in there. So whether it be little 1/4-inch thick cubes or whatever, if you want to add extra butter and everything, and then and then put it in between the meat and the skin. So that's the first thing that I did. Then I took another 4-ounce thing and I put it inside the salsa bowl that could be microwaved. I did 2 little cloves of garlic, crushed that in there, added some island seasoning, Hawaiian smoke to that. Then I added a little raw honey to that, stirred all that in. Then I added a little bit of the sapling maple whiskey bourbon and mixed that in there. Got another stick of butter and all that ready to go if I need more of a base. So this is all ready to go. It's in the New Wave. This is a 14.14 pound. I have the probe already in the breast area. That's, you know, so the breast, I'm going to set it for like 3 hours at a temperature 325 degrees, and then, but the probe is going to be for 180. So if the breast meat hits 180, even if that's in 90 minutes, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, the New Wave automatically stops. So we're pretty much ready to go to, you know, start cooking, and then also there's the mixture of all the nuts mixed with all the vegetables and everything. For the green bell peppers, green onions, and normal onions, chopped up walnuts, and sliced almonds. So here we go. You know, so we're gonna baste this really good, and then we're gonna get this whole thing started. Now, after about the first 45 minutes to an hour of actually cooking, with 15 to 20 minute intervals of stopping it to baste it more, after about 45 minutes to an hour, I'm going to use certain utensils and probably try to shift it, you know, for each side being upright. And so, like, more of the right side gets better cooked, and more of the left side gets better cooked. Where it has direct heat from the top oven piece of the New Wave. So, what? And before that, I might actually put a little bit of this on it as well. Probably should have poured this on before the butter, but so do a little of that. Then all right, now let's get this started. On. Oh, gotta plug it in. Okay, it's on. Turn on. We want it at temperature. Start out at 360 automatically. We're dropping it to 325. And then there's the top and bottom portion of cooking. So hit that button. Increase it where it's just the top at 100%. Nothing's going to the bottom grill. And then probe. That starts out at 140. Increase that to 180. And then time temp. It starts out at 15 minutes. I'm going to increase it to, like, 3 hours. And then, like I said, once it hits 180 internal temperature, it will shut itself off automatically. And then start. Okay, so that is that's it for this portion. So now we're gonna every 15-20 minutes open it back up, baste it more, and then once it is fully done, like I said, I'm gonna shift it left and right for each side to get better cooked after the first hour, and then after that we will put it on our more high-end decked out serving plate, and then we will start doing up the other sides of instant mashed potatoes and biscuits and salad and possibly deviled eggs, and then serve it all up, and then it'll be done. And then after that, pumpkin pie and cool it. So that's about it until the next portion. All right, bye. Stand by. So we're just about, the New Wave oven's just about to finish at making the internal temperature at 180 degrees. It took about a total of about 3 hours for all the times that I stopped and basted it, and I also churned the turkey from where it is now, where it's lying on its belly, to using certain items, stuck this in there, and then shifted it where it's, the right side is all the way up, the left side is all the way up. Now it's back to the center. It's about to finish up at 180 degree internal temperature, and then you guys will have a look at it of it being fully done. Then of course pull it out, put it on the nice plate. There we go, it's done. Go ahead and unplug it as well. Okay. So I also wanted to mention real quick that before I started pulling out the turkey out of the plastic and everything for all my countertop stuff, for all the space, I went ahead and cleaned everything really well with a couple of Lysol wipes. So that way, even when I pulled the turkey when it's raw out of the plastic, and I put it on the cutting board, even if the skin is touching the countertop surface, then didn't have anything to worry about because we cleaned it. So there's that. And then while I'm drinking my blackberry cider, my mom decided to. We bought this about 6 months ago around Mother's Day. It's a red spiced wine from Leavenworth. That was one of her souvenirs from Leavenworth, Washington, German Bulgarian town. And so it's really good, warmed up, so it's in the crock pot, and she's been having a small glass and drinking and all that. So that's what she's having with her holiday Thanksgiving meal. So while this was going, right at the very end, I warmed up the oven. Right before this finished, I put the biscuits in the oven for the next, it's between 13 to 16 minutes. So as this is resting, then the biscuits are cooking. I almost got 2 cups of boiling water in a pot for the instant mashed potatoes. And then all I have to do is also create a homemade salad, and then add the croutons, shredded cheese, bacon bits, and then the dressing. Put it all together about the same time, and bon appetit, it's ready to go. So wanted you to be able to fully see this. Let me grab the camera phone. So that is garlic butter honey glazed turkey with Hawaiian smoked meat seasoning and a little bit of maple whiskey bourbon. I basted it and then left it alone for about the first 40 minutes, 45, and then I went ahead and every 15-20 minutes after that stopped it and basted it again. And after the first hour, churned it. Churned this the way it's sitting on its stomach, turned it on its side like that, and then like that, and then back to where it is now. So make sure it gets a nice, good cook and char from the on all sides. So that is pretty much my overall. That's my recipe. That's for my turkey, and then we're going to have salad. We're not going to do deviled eggs, we've decided, but just homemade salad, instant mashed potatoes, biscuits, and then of course pumpkin pie and Cool Whip afterwards. So that's all I have. I hope you enjoyed this video and this unique recipe. Gives you creative juices flowing and everything, and to come up with something similar to yourself. So that's it. That's all I have. You guys have a good holiday season. Take care of yourself and each other, and hope you enjoy. All right, bye.